Whew. Okay, we're back to this. Anyone want to recap last time? Or I can. So, last time they decided to take on a new quest, in a new world. New quest, new world. They found out that so they basically went to a new world, which was a desert world. They went directly to the king whenever they got teleported in, as the king has personally requested, along with the third in command for the Explorers Guild. They mentioned that there has been some strange going ons, temples rising up out of the ground, uh, basically people falling ill with some strange disease or some strange illness. The explorers that originally were sent to go investigate and see what's going on went missing. Then they sent a second group that also went missing. And so, lastly, after all of that, it was up to the players. They went over and investigated the people who were sick with what they called some kind of desert fever. Upon further investigation, it looked like the people had some sort of curse about them. They saw a picture of, so they saw the curse on their body, which looked to be some sort of symbol that they weren't really too sure of. They couldn't really recognize the symbol too much as anything that they have seen in the past. So they, along with the third in command, decide to go investigate the last seen place of the explorers that they were sent to go investigate. There they found the second set of explorers that went after the first ones. And as well inside there was a bunch of abominations along with a few demon type characters. Upon investigation, it turns out that the first set of adventurers, or the first set of explorers, were actually turned into those abominations through various means of basically torture and mental sanity. And after losing enough mental sanity along in this environment, they were coaxed into becoming these abominations, which the adventurers, my players, decided to put down, not realizing that they were actually previous explorers. So they went down and killed all of the demons as well as the previous explorers who were turned into abominations, and they rescued everyone. However, they did bring them all out here as it was very, very hot and misty and very, very dangerous looking vibes inside the cavern. So they brought everyone out here to kind of give everyone a chance to recoup their breath. Every single one of the adventurers that were rescued seems extremely tired, as if they were underfed, under basically everything, and put under extreme mental strain during their time inside of the cavern, or inside of the cave. So now it's up to them to probably figure out what's going on here so they can go ahead and get paid for doing all of this work. They need to figure out what in the world is going on with these curses, figure out maybe what is the explorers or what's causing a lot of these issues. And I've got one of the explorers here. There we go. So now it's up to them. Since I haven't done this in a while, why don't everyone just say a little bit about your character? It's been a little bit since everyone's kind of done any kind of a small introduction, so you can go top down from Discord. So yep. No, that's me. Ignore. And next up is going to be Wolfie. Okay. And with that, you do find the. So you're basically out here with the explorers. They seem very, very. They seem very, very, very tired and exhausted and such. They do seem to have almost, even though they're out of the cave, you do see almost like a moistness about them of just sweat and all. Oh.
My bag.
Can each of you only sip it, do not chug it. If I see any of you chugging it, well, I'm just gonna watch you throw up. So don't do that. Sip on the water. We need to find some shade for them to be careful for heat stroke. And we also probably should look at getting a little food in their systems after they get some water.
Yeah.
Okay.
My actual medical stuff coming into play.
Medical expertise.
I've been that person that's chugged the water before. It's
It's not
horrible.
It's not fun.
I've been dehydrated my entire life. Can't relate.
Not healthy.
You guys drink
Okay.
water?
I
Yeah.
drink so much water. It's a little ridiculous.
So you give them this, you give them the copious amounts of water. However, they do still seem to be extremely heated. They even as it's almost as if steam itself feels like it's going to come off their body from even touching the water itself.
Bro, what's got problems?
Could be part of the curse that's on
Yeah.
them.
Go look at them. See if they're cursed.
Go ahead.
They're a little wacky. Yeah, what would I roll for that?
It'd be either medicine, most flat perception if you're looking at it.
Alright, I'll roll perception. Looking up and down. Looking for symbols. Strange things.
You don't seem to find, you specifically don't seem to find anything on their body as they kind of almost lazily lift up their arms. You look underneath everything about them, and you don't really able to see it. It seems to be either hidden, or you're unable to find it.
They're clean guys, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's probably getting back to town or something. They're looking kind of grungy though.
Well, we did have to more or less um, traverse quite difficultly over this ravine before. I don't know if they'll be able to make it across as easily as we did. Looks at
That's
the
that.
group of them.
Say, they kind of, you see one of them almost a pant and say, hey, I wish I could provide more help. Haven, it got worse as the days went on. It got worse and worse.
Yeah. How long were you guys in that cave?
Say, it's been, at least it was the first, we were part of the second exploration team. It was a week ago whenever we first went there to see him, and haven't been able to see him since. And then they took him and then they turned them into those abominations and toyed us and taunted us with them. It was awful.
Just sound kind of bad.
Mm.
Oh yeah, we'll get you cleaned up. Get you.
You see one of them go over and like start to kind of lean up against like this rock over here and just kind of like fall down with their, just kind of fall up against the rock with kind of their paw in their head as they're kind of like feeling it.
All right, guys. So where were you guys planning? I'm guessing this wasn't the object of your exploration. Where were you guys planning on going? What was the goal?
He says, also, give me 1 second. Hey, Wolfie, can you turn on the audio and see if you can hear other people in the stream?
Oh yeah, we probably should make sure.
It's showing that it's picking up, but someone is saying that it still isn't. But it's showing on stream it's picking up. So by all intents and purposes, it should be now.
Someone say something?
Words, English, please. Stuff and
I do not hear us, I don't hear us in the stream, no.
Okay, good. Give me 1 second to get that corrected. Okay, so I'm going to do audio capture, properties, and I should be able to do this. It's showing the same thing as the other one. Gonna go ahead and remove that. Try it now.
Okay, someone speak.
Words.
Have you guys ever heard of the legendary sandworm?
I'm guessing no,
They've been
Wolfie.
going around for 13 years.
You're saying.
They've been
Is it
standing
not?
around.
Hang on, there's too much.
Too much noise.
Hold on, mute Discord a second, Wolfie, and then you can see if it's doubling up or not.
Okay.
I can also pull up Twitch myself. The only reason I don't want to pull up Twitch myself is then it'll back and back.
Feedback loop.
Someone say something.
Okay. Something. My bag.
Scan each of... If you only sip it, do not chug it. If I see any of you chugging it, well, I'm just gonna watch you throw up.
Okay, that should be good then.
Let Sokka be proud of you. Cactus juice.
Okay.
Suck this juice.
Okay. This should be
Okay, it's
good.
working.
Yeah. Okay. So I just had to get rid of the previous. It was just a previous audio capture that was bad. Was all. It was just a really
Gotcha.
bad previous audio capture. Okay. Um. So they heard everything I said, so we're good. They heard everything I said. These are the players who are now investigating. Gex attempted to look and see if they saw any curses on the body. They didn't seem to find any.
Well, they're clearly showing signs of the starts of potential heat stroke, so I recommend we find them some shade and or use some water to start cooling them down. Last thing we need is everybody passing out on us. They might be easier to carry, however, there's still a good chunk of them, and I think that might just end just poorly enough for us.
You would know that it's about a good maybe 3 hours from town on a good day. Considering the sandy desert environment, it would probably be a little bit more. You can attempt to try getting them back to town, or you can try holding up to see if they get better, but you're also not sure if they would get better yet.
If we can get to some place where it's a little bit, where it's cool and a controlled environment, that would be best in my opinion.
Agreed, yeah.
I mean, just gotta get him to the oasis that's east of us. At least according to the map.
There's an oasis? Oh, yeah. We can dunk them in the water. That'll help, right?
Let me redo this.
Maybe
Unless it's
not.
not.
There we go.
If they're already weak, it might not be the best move to dunk them in water if they can't hold their heads above said water.
Nah, that's why we're
Very
dunking
good.
them and not throwing them in.
Let's just try to get them back. How about that?
Because they aren't going to be able to do what we did.
You would know that, yeah, there is this little pool of water over here. They do mention that there, obviously the Fenris over here says, oh geez, well, we do have, and he kind of pulls up a map. There is another oasis that we have. We have little camps that we set up. It's only about it's only about maybe an hour's walk from here. It's a nice little oasis that we could probably hold them up a little bit. It's an old explorers camp. We have a few set up in the desert in case sandstorms hit.
Sounds like just the place.
Do you think that you should be fine for an hour without water? I mean, we could carry them over to this as well.
An hour in what direction?
The oasis, it kind of pulls up the map. It looks like it's a little bit further out from town. It's going in the opposite direction though. It's up here and it kind of points to the northwest a little bit.
So you want to take them further away from town?
It's the closest thing to an oasis, but I'd prefer to take them back to town so they can get medical care if they need it and such.
I'm gonna be honest. 1 hour is probably better than 3 hours out in this heat. If they're already looking bad, imagine what they're gonna look like 3 hours from now.
The other people try to speak up to like give their own like opinion on the matter, but they just seem like almost words seem to escape them when it comes to exhaustion, as the effort of speaking seems to be almost just much more than they're willing to put in right now, as they realize that they're not really in a position to negotiate. As you see a few more of them begin to kind of lean up against this stone wall as y'all are talking.
Yeah, I was just gonna pick up these two. Hoist them over their shoulder.
Okay.
Prepare, yeah.
There was 6 of them in
I say
total.
Well,
I say we go to the camp, but that's just me. It wasn't. I'm gonna pull the party aside from everybody else and be like, listen, if they do get better at the camp, we can always use the extra manpower.
it isn't
This
that
is just mild heat stroke.
It's just heat stroke, yeah, it should be fine.
Wolfie, what's your opinion, Wolfie?
I say go back to town because we don't know if there's anyone at this camp.
Oh no, there's no one at the camp at all. It is 100% just a kind of a small camp setup that they can go to in case like a sandstorm hits or, you know, they can't make it back to town for some reason. It is just a very small camp set up by a small oasis.
Exactly. There'll be supplies there. We have a doctor on hand. Perfect.
I mean, yes, I am on hand.
Decisions. Do you need to roll the D2?
I say go back to town.
As they can't. It'll probably be better if they rest for a bit. They can't.
What does the doctor think?
They have become high. They've at least gotten a bit of water inside of them. They seem mobile at the moment. I worry about the condition getting worse if we let them continue to be out in this heat. I think if we can get back to town at least, there are coverings and cooled off areas. Because as much as I want to say, well, we could easily go down to the cave down here, we saw that there was a giant skeleton in there. So it's not like we can get there to rest for the time being.
I mean, we can clear out the cave and then have them rest there. There's also another option.
You would feel that they're probably going to be too weak to just straight up, like, tightrope over there, but...
I mean, we could carry them over there.
Do we
I
have
mean,
any?
You guys probably could.
Yeah, do we have?
I can put them in my bag holding and then just climb down, climb up, and then drop them on the other side of the bag.
Well, do we have any ladders or anything like that?
I'll say I think there was a feather token that was a ladder. You have rope, you do know that much.
Yeah, we have rope.
Yeah, we can rope it. Also, Uriel can probably just jump across. Like, jump across over here where it's narrow.
Yeah, I can just put them in my bag, jump across, jump, go back and forth.
Y'all did decide to go, you know... I do find if y'all decided to go the north route that has a lot wider gap than the south one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
we could have gone worse.
Do we think that the rocks are climbable?
You know, I mean, the rocks are about as climbable as you get a cliffside rock. You know, it's not gonna be conveniently handholdy like a, you know, climbing wall, but...
I mean, that's 15 feet. That's an easy jump for me.
Easy jump. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed.
Oh, we can help them cross quickly and then.
Yeah, it's guaranteed that I can make it. I have insurance, so it's a 23 every time I jump across.
Yep, that's definitely enough.
So, if you want me to move them over there, I can just one by one take them in a bag, pop them over. go back and forth, putting them in the bag and taking them out.
I would say that would work. That's a creative solution to it.
Just fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
Yeetus.
Squeezes.
Mhm.
Guess we're going back to town then. Empty-handed. Thump.
Yeetus.
You just Uriel picks up Gex.
The bone golem over there was just chilling.
Yeets.
No one's going to interact with it.
Sad bone golem noises. He needed more bones for his pile. He'll probably go raid this cave over here if he feels like it.
Oh my god.
There's plenty of bones in it.
Plenty of bones in there.
So what do you... When you get back to town, I'll say, well, where do you decide to, take them after you get back to town? Or do you just drop them off at the front gate?
There was that recovery area that there were beds at.
Hey, you remember.
Take 'em there. Yeah,
So that medical wing or whatever it was?
yeah, the medical area.
You want to take them there?
That's where I suggest we take them.
Fair enough. I mean, where else are we gonna put them?
Mm-hmm.
Dump them in the throne room? Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to talk to the king.
Why don't you want to talk to the kings and
We didn't do shit. We found these guys, and that's it.
Technically, that was your first task, was to actually find the missing explorers.
Find them. Yeah.
Was that the actual task?
Yeah, that was the first task, you know, to find the missing explorers.
Nah, we gotta go through them with more. You gotta
Okay.
impress them.
You make it back
Cool.
to, you make it back to the town. The sun is definitely pretty hot today. As even though it seems like it's blazing hot, as the night begins to wane a little bit, you do notice that the air begins to get chillier and chillier as it is basically colder and colder as the desert turns from a scorching hot to an almost chilling cold as night begins to progress. You're able to make it back to the medical area in time, as though the others do struggle, as it takes you basically what would be in only 3 hours end up even longer and longer. So some of you are having to resort to carrying some of them almost like pass out on the journey, as well as others just having the slowest possible crawl. So it takes you a pretty decently large amount of time to get back, but it is now almost midnight as you get back into town. The guards at the front of the gate see more people with the fever, and they're a little bit wary about letting more people in, but seeing as they're actual natives to the city themselves, they do let you all pass. You get to the medical area, and you see several of the Fennec type medics coming over and helping them down to the beds, going and grabbing fresh water from the areas over here to lay on their heads. One of them does. Let me put y'all a little bit. Let me put y'all a little bit. A little bit south here. Edis. One of them does kind of come up and say, "Oh gosh, what this must be from the explorers. I recognize them. But they look like they're in such worse conditions. What happened to the first group? Did you manage to find them as well?"
Nope.
These were all that we were able to find at the moment, but they looked like they needed immediate medical attention, so we brought them as quickly as we could. I have a sneaking suspicion I know where the other group might be. There's a bit of a bony situation there, though.
We've been having issues since you guys left. One in particular that was one of the very first patients that we had. They seem to be the ones with the oldest amount of curse out of all of them, or the ones that have been sick the longest, and there was something really strange that happened with them that scared all of us as they kind of look over, as they kind of, I would like to say what happened in more private, though.
Yeah, let's go off to, let's get away from these schmucks.
She'll, take you over to this, corner over here. And as she kind of makes sure that she's out of earshot of the other patients, because while they may be very fevered and passed out, they can still hear. They're still conscious enough to hear everything. And she says, well, I didn't want to start any kind of panic, at least especially among the new people, but the one with the oldest curse, the curse seemed to, well, it seemed to spread and get bigger on their body, and all of a sudden they just stood up like it was like they haven't been in bed at all, and they tried to leave, and we tried to set them back down, but they just they just got violent, and they left, and then just completely tried leaving the city. We thought
Alright.
about stopping them, but they weren't really native to the city, and well, they were well enough to stand up. They didn't say anything. They just tried leaving, so we didn't stop them, but I'm really concerned about them.
Alright, who are the next? Who's the oldest patient that you got here?
And that was the one that left. He just stood up and left.
Next oldest, next oldest.
They will point over to this fine young lady up here as she was she was the second patient that ever came in.
Alright, guys. Is that cursed or whatever? So yeah, no. Good, good, good. We'll take care of them. Anyway, make sure they don't get up trouble. Okay, I'm gonna pull the entire party aside. Uh, out of earshot of this lab.
Mm-hmm.
We're 100% waiting for this guy to reanimate or whatever the fuck they're doing, and we're gonna follow them, and boom. We follow them, we see where they're going, it should lead us right to the source.
I mean, to
Mean
be
odds are
fair,
That's not a bad idea. I mean, think about it. It leads us directly to the problem, so we can take care of it.
Exactly. No scouring the sands, no searching around the desert. Watch heat
you
stroke for these bumbling buffoons.
you might be assuming they lead us somewhere though.
Well,
What if people can see through their eyes?
That's
And
why we
then
tail
lead them different.
why you tail
them.
them, then walk instead of being right in front of it.
Yeah, no way are we letting these people know we're following them. They leave, we follow them from a distance. They'll be none the wiser.
You vastly underestimate curses, don't you?
Listen, what are they gonna do? They can see everything at 360 degrees from these fools. I don't think so. We'll get the drop on them. I don't know.
If you say so.
let me
Um,
guess.
I mean, any guys got a better idea?
I want to at least start tending to their needs.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Simple things like dehydration and whatnot can usually start
Oh, yeah.
being dealt with, but the occultism aspect of it, I'll leave to the rest of you.
It's a little tougher. Yeah.
I'm assuming
Like,
you and gestures to Hati, you speak like you understand this a bit more than the rest of us do. So I'm gonna ask you take a bit more. I mean, do you have a working theory for what Possibly it is. I mean, it sounds kind of zombie-esque or control-esque that over time they get taken over by this.
I mean, all curses are different, so there's no way to actually know. All curses are different,
Hmm.
and it depends on who's placing the curse.
Is it? Is there not a way to maybe piece together bits and aspects, bobs and whatnot from other curses to start piecing together potentially another curse? Seeing an aspect of this thing or that thing might determine one or the other.
You're asking stuff I don't want to give away.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, you don't need
You don't have to give it away.
You can just say you haven't dealt with curses.
You can also lie.
Yeah, lying is a
I
very.
mean, didn't in the last issue you told us it was a curse? Or who was the one that
Yes.
weirded out? Yeah, that's the
I did
thing.
because of the curse mark.
Put your.
I mean,
Put your...
I mean, someone that
know what personal battle you're going through with the curses and whatnot. I just don't like seeing people hurt. So I will go back to helping these folks tend to their wounds while you all figure this out.
You see one of the small you see one of the small medical type finnic creatures come over to you, Dr. Costanoma. It says, we're gonna treat the wounded here, it's the least we can do. And she hands you something. Here, anyone that's anyone who practices the art of healing deserves at least the most base equipment for it.
I mean, I have my I have my ways, but I mean, I don't really have a good way to deal with magical means. So if you have something that's able to help assist with that, that'd be grand.
Do you see what she gave you?
Yeah.
Not appreciative,
Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
man. Rip.
calling them healer's gloves, yeah. It's...
Those gloves are pretty whack. So, howdy. Um,
Yes.
you know there's a curse, right? So is there any way to like there isn't a way to stop it, but is there a way to like accelerate it?
That I don't know.
Mm,
What do you think, Hati? You're kind of the defining curse of this universe.
yeah.
What do you say?
What do you mean I'm the defining curse? What?
You define how curses work in this universe. You're the curse. You're the curse guy.
The curse guy.
You're creating this story as much as I am. You're the literal curse guy. So how do you say it works?
You're a curse.
What are curses like, mate?
I mean, I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know on how to do it.
Make an occultism check.
Maybe putting your own curse on them will combine the effects and make it, faster. Or
But
maybe
then
it's just worse. Or it might replace it entirely. Is your curse better than theirs? I think yours is. I have no idea what your curse is. So yeah, you haven't used it before.
Yeah, above board, I just want one person to get horribly sick with this curse, so that they leave, and hopefully the other people don't start leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give
Cove
me
is fully for that idea of just making us
give me a private
curse
occultism.
faster.
Give me a private occultism check, Hati. Just hold control and click occultism.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't think that was private.
can you see what that roll is?
Yes.
Go ahead and hold. Did you hold control whenever you clicked on it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll just use that roll. Let me double check control. I thought it was control for the private check.
Gex is trying
There
to
we go.
stop me.
There we go. I did
Okay.
it.
Is it alt?
With that, you would 100% know how to accelerate it, at least enough. You'd figure that if you also tried either cursing them as well, you could also, whatever is causing the curse, you could also put that body under more stress, which would cause the curse to spread faster. So if you were to put them under maybe more undue stress, so like the fever was basically, from what you would know, the curse, like, considering the curse is making them have a fever, then you would imagine as the fever gets worse, the body weakens, and that allows the curse to finally progress to basically whatever would be the next stage.
Okay, I think I have a way to do that with one of my actual spells.
Alright.
That's fireball on them.
Yeah.
So
Would you relay this
just for
to
the,
Gex?
I will relay to Gex that I might have a way to accelerate it. Little
Alright.
trial and error.
Sorry, now.
If I use impending doom, would that work?
Certainly.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now.
Oh, also, Gex.
Yeah.
I gave you a first level spell slot.
Oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't supposed to, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that and I was like, oh,
I gave
okay.
you a first level spell slot because you don't have that many.
I don't have many spell slots. Thank
Yeah,
you.
why don't you have spell slots?
I just gave him a first level spell. Oh, there was summoner.
Yeah,
they-
I don't have first
yeah,
level spells.
They lose lower level spell slots as they levels. I just
Yeah, I know. I still play
Yeah.
Yippee Gap on your server.
I just gave them a first level spell slot just because it's just something.
Oh, that's
Okay,
okay.
4 spells.
Hey, Zerda,
No one cast
Yep.
heal.
it's not letting me cast it.
Oh, it's probably because I manually put that in there.
It's
no, you
saying
hit
there's no
cast.
charges.
It's probably because you need to refresh the charges, of course.
I never used any of the charges.
Yeah, no, just because I didn't. It would be 3.
First staff, you only feels to forget spell that you cast. That's cursed.
Doom.
There we go. It
Okay.
was just a matter of the. It was just a matter of the. It was just a matter of.
Wait, couldn't you just kill them outright? 22 damage.
I think what they're going for is the. I think they're
Like
just
mental
going.
stress.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mental damage, not physical damage.
Yeah. I think.
I was
Yeah.
planning on doing physical stress, because Uriel does have a fire attack to just heat him up and make the fever worse.
I'll say this as
Okay,
you
he's
wave your staff around their head. As you kind of wave your staff around their body, you see as the curse almost seems to fight with them. It seems to almost be growing and expanding, almost absorbing some of that magic as the magic leaves the staff, and the symbol itself absorbs some of that magic as well as they seem to be almost writhing a little bit. The medics didn't really see you do that, but they come over and try to help the patients. They seem to be kind of like writhing, wiggling around a little bit, and then all of a sudden they just kind of like they just go still for a second, and then you see them calmly just open up their eyes as if nothing is affecting them, and they stand up. And you see little bags. People try to like calm him. They kind of like go up and they try to like hold him. No, you must sleep. And the person just completely like backhand the cleric person, pushing them away as they just look with almost a deadpan eye about themselves as they wish to go south.
Yeah, Uriel would also be holding back the medics.
Can I use Shadow Spy to follow them?
Yes, you may.
It'll be in like
I mean,
the
if
form of
needed,
a
I have
desert bird.
manacles. We can shackle them and slowly drag them to wherever they're trying to go. Or do we want to just let them go and
Oh,
Hot
I'll
Tea
fix
Oh, okay,
it.
seems
okay,
Hot
okay.
Tea seems
So,
to basically be tracking them using the basically
That's fine.
Oh,
keeping
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
yeah,
expending that to use it. Also, Hot Tea, I will say that is the last bit of your staff charges for
Staff
today.
charges.
I doesn't use the staff for that spell, does it?
Oh,
No.
did you use? Oh, you didn't use the. Okay, use that spell. Okay, never mind.
yeah, you just cast it. Yeah. So
Um.
basically,
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that wasn't a staff spell.
Okay, so I forget that's part of your thing. So they begin to leave. Um.
forget that spell.
You trail them behind. Luckily, with the Shadow Spy, you don't have to actually be around them. You can just have to stay within. A Hot Tea just has to stay within 120 feet of them. The person seems to be moving slow enough that you can kind of move along with the crow. And they seem to get to the city gate. The city guards notice that it is definitely someone who is not native. They try to kind of like speak to them a little bit, but the person just completely walks past. After a little bit, you guys kind of come up behind them, and you kind of come up behind the guards who saw the person leave, and they ask you what's going on.
Yeah, it's like official royal business. On
Hmm.
need to know basis only. That's it. They'll walk.
Yeah,
They'll
that,
walk on. Walk
That's
on through.
it.
yeah, we're just gonna. That's
They,
all they need to
they begin
know.
walking on
That's
by.
all they need.
Official
Need to know
business.
it.
Official royal business. Please step out of the way.
By the way.
You see them. You see them begin to slowly meander. They seem to be almost as you see as they seem to walk out into the desert. They seem to be going in just a almost what seems to be almost like a random direction as they just seem to begin to walk and walk. Not really too sure the destination, but they just keep walking. Eventually, they get to a hill, and it is. Let me go ahead and change the lighting a little bit because it is still pretty close into the night. Who all has dark vision?
Dark vision.
Dark vision.
Not
I am
Hati. Gex has it. Yuri
I
has
have
it.
it.
Cope has it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Does Doctor Casanova have it?
nope, and Hati doesn't have it.
Oh yeah, Uriel also has
Why
dark
do,
vision.
why,
I forgot
yeah,
about
why do Kitsune's not get dark vision?
that.
Consider is just they do get low light vision, but not dark vision.
Dark
Got
vision.
gotta take a dark vision beat.
Do you glow at all, Gex?
I was just about to ask that.
Gex does not. No.
You're an Ifrit that
Like-
doesn't glow.
Wait, does he call out from being an Ifrit?
Probably not.
Yeah, no. He's just sort of yeah.
So as you kind
He
of
sorta
as you
suppresses
kind of
his fire thing and like goes dormant like molten rock.
so you were able to at least use the shadow spy at least to get enough out of the city to see them not tracing. Though as it begins to go into the night sky, you do begin to lose the bird as you're not really able to see very well with it. Unless the bird has night vision. Let me double check.
Mm. You think Vinderich?
It has a status of a homunculus. So I need to pull up a homunculus and see if the homunculus has dark vision. Most likely it does.
Homunculus.
It also shares my perception
It,
modifier.
a homunculus does have dark vision.
Okay. So you can actually
Yo.
see, so you can't see yourself, but as you kind of peek within your homunculus, you're able to basically see through it, as you kind of have to match that weird thing where it's like one eye is looking down at the ground, whereas one eye is looking forward, and you have this
I
just
don't
strange...
I don't actually see through it.
You just sense through it.
No.
Yeah.
How does it do it?
Whatever the bird sees after it reaches the destination or whatever, or the trigger,
Mhm.
it flies back to my location. I wring its neck and drink its blood.
Sir, you what?
It's only
Yeah, I was reading that and I'm like, interesting.
only
Interesting.
120 feet. That's such a weird like.
I think that's just the range to cast it.
Yeah, it's the range to cast.
Yeah.
So it can go further than that.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot
So you
more
can
sense.
manifest it within. Yeah.
It says cast time of 1 minute. It doesn't actually give a duration on it.
The
It
duration
lasts
is
next
until the
time I
next
make
time you make your
your
daily
day.
prep.
Oh,
So until next day.
Or unless you give it a command like until dusk, follow this.
okay. I would just say with that, then Hunter, you can actually use it to follow the creature without anyone else. As you kind of make it, and you're just able to follow the creature completely on its own without any help. And as you see it kind of finally stop to a location, it seems to be waiting for something. As Hatia is able to finally get you to that location.
Hey, I want to hold back a little bit. If it's just standing there,
So
Hmm.
that means the bird is gone.
That means the bird, in order to actually get the bird to
Yeah.
return to you and find the location, yes, you would.
You wrung its neck and slurped it.
Okay.
If we are
Man's
there.
cracked it open like a Kool-Aid jammer.
Yeah.
Man's fucking
Cool.
man's icy popped it.
Man just put a fucking straw in his neck and just went.
You get to this little hilly type area, and you walk up, and you seem to see the person almost standing there, almost purely still. They seem to be waiting for something.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide out behind these rocks.
I am blind and cannot see.
yeah.
That is a rip.
I'm gonna wait right here with my pickaxe drawn. I have a feeling
See
what I think.
anything, so I'm not gonna move.
I'm good. I think I know what's gonna happen. Oh my
I
lord.
will let Gex drag me along to wherever they are.
Oh, someone needs to help
Yeah.
Hotzi as well. They don't know where they're going. Wait,
Yeah, Hothi would be going right here.
Okay.
Gex, wrap a rope around yourself so they can hold on to it.
Yeah, they just use a
Yeah.
rope to grab on it.
We'll
And as
tie it together.
The
Cove,
non-dark visioned fools.
Cove and
Non-dark
Gex, as
Mhm.
well as Uriel, they seem to be standing there. And after you're kind of waiting, you're not really too sure what's really happening. But after a while, you all feel like it is a nightly chill at this point. Like it is very cold out, but all of a sudden you feel
That's-
what seems to be like the area heating up as some sort of heat source seems to be coming, as if a huge blaze of heat is showing up right here at the edge. And all of a sudden, almost it seems like the sand itself begins to basically like go up in like a small little storm, and out of the sand, not out of the sand, but the sand begins to form a image of sorts. As you see the sand coming together, and you see before you what looks to be this creature of some sort. He looks down at the one woman as the curse has now progressed. As you see this curse now not only growing, but now like the tendrils of the curse now break the circle that it was bound to, and now basically cover her entire skin. Up and down you see these like black flame-like markings coming from it. As you see this big old monster-looking creature come out of this sand, almost as an illusion, and it just looks down at the humanist person here, as you hear it say, "Oh, well, another servant for the divine. Come join me, and we will go and continue our army to be built up from the sands." And you see him kind of wave some of his hands in the air, and a huge, almost like portal kind of erupts right here. A little fiery type portal erupts, almost like a gateway into another area.
Okay. Could I try to determine like what this thing is, like what kind of
Yeah.
creature it is?
Go
What would
ahead.
I be rolling?
What do you think would be rolling?
They said divine, so my guess is religion.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be supposed to be occultism, because it's the person. It's related to a curse.
It could also be occultism.
Gex,
Bruh.
you're pretty sure this is a unicorn.
Unicorn.
You're
Unicorn?
basically a
Alright.
unicorn. You see the horns. You're like, is that just like a flaming unicorn? You're not really sure.
Well, you know what? This is why I play 2 characters. Uriel to identify.
Okay. Can
Ariel
I?
is 100% sure this is.
Okay. I'm gonna try to determine what this is because they both have rolled net one.
2 nat 1.
You
Dude,
really are
I know-
not sure.
We have no idea.
I'll roll an occultism.
Okay. Cove, you don't see this, Hati. You don't have dog vision. This is like you just see a little bit. You can see a little bit of heat coming off from this guy, but you don't really see.
I mean,
Cove.
I know we're tracking a cursed person,
Yeah, but you
I'm
can't
just
see
relaying what this
anything.
is.
You can't
but
see.
we can hear.
Yeah, you can hear it. It is very low. It is a little bit low. Cove though, however, Cove, as you roll it, you can tell that this isn't actually the creature himself. This seems to be some sort of astral projection. However, maybe not astral projection, but some kind of projection of some kind of creature. However, the portal that he makes is very much real, as you see this portal emitting a very, very strong light source. As you see this portal open up, and the person seems to be ready to step inside to go join whatever this is in wherever he is.
Okay, so that's not. So I know that's not the real him, right?
Yep, you're 100% sure. You can see the sand, and the sand seems to be forming this image, but it still just seems to be nothing more than like a bunch of sand forming this image, and almost like a sand golem kind of look to it.
Do I know how long the portal's gonna stay open?
No, but this person kind of blinks a few times, and they seem like they are ready to go into the portal. As you see them begin to have their entire bodies, the markings around their body begin to light up. They almost seem to be glowing in this lightish form.
I'm gonna cast Evolution Surge. Oh, wait. I don't have any
What?
focus points.
Next, I'm gonna switch back to double handing my
Yeah. Wait, I'm just
double
gonna
handed in my
do my
great pick
rest.
actually.
cast Evolution Surge. I'm gonna make
yeah.
Uriel fast.
Thing is, can we even kill this? I mean, if it's a loot, if it's a projection, I don't think we can technically kill it.
Yeah. Guys doesn't know it's a luck. I'm focused on getting this guy out of here. Yo's gonna sprint up there and just try to grab him.
Hati, what are you saying, Nati?
I'm just shaking my head.
I know, 100%. You go up there, and you see the runes on them glowing, and as you're going up there, all of a sudden, their skin seems to almost peel away, and their entire body seems to get engulfed in basically flames. As you see before you, then their entire body turns into this flame-like creature.
What the fuck?
And let me do one
Excuse
thing
me,
real
huh?
fast.
As soon as I see this happen, may I rage?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I mean-
may. You can go ahead and
Angry kobold time.
it's actually supposed to be since you're going to go ahead and grab it, I need to target this one instead.
Alright.
Mm.
Yep. Grab.
As you go up to them, a giant burst of also this guy, after he creates the portal, he just completely dipped out. The portal's still there though.
Alright. I grabbed the wrong action.
So I guess I get toasty.
Is it grapple? Grapple. I think that's the one I want.
It now
Yeah,
emits a
there we go.
very bright light.
But this start after this action would start initiative. Oh, you grab.
Yeah.
Grab.
Let me go ahead and.
Big stretch.
So
Stretch.
my tracker is out. Can I roll with Uriel's athletics?
Yeah. You did just roll.
Okay, yeah.
You already rolled. You rolled a 29.
Oh, okay. That would count for my initiative as well.
Because that was supposed to be for grabbing.
That's
Yeah,
for
that's
grabbing. You still
grab.
that was what you did for your kind of first action, but that was more your surprise. They still need to roll initiative.
Yeah, for it's because always Gex is gonna roll initiative. You can't really use what your Eidolon's doing.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. I'm just gonna add. I was just gonna add modifiers to put it at Uriel's athletics.
It's only
No.
because it's you. It's only because you're rolling initiative, not your Eidolon. So
Yeah,
I'll
trust
say
me.
yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd be rolling
Alright.
with Yeps athletics all the time if I could.
Yeah. Well, this is because I'm grappling it.
Mhm.
That's the only reason.
It's-
But yeah.
It's only because it's the Eidolon, not you.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I'll give
also-
you. I'll say you can. I'll give you like a little bit of a bonus. I'll give you like a +2 to your initiative, just because you
Okay.
were acting first.
Well, +2 would put my perception at their athletics. So.
Yeah, go ahead and just do that then. But there you go.
Roll.
Also, you need to make sure to apply grapple to this fire elemental.
Yes.
I did. I think I did.
Yeah. It doesn't show that has the debuffs on it. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, there
There
we
it
go.
goes.
Yeah, there we go. Group.
As you do, Hati, I do need an initiative check from you. I will say though, as you grab them, you do grab basic little fire. As you.
Uriel was not prepped for them to basically peel in front of their
And take the D. Yeah.
Sure.
Remember, you take full damage. Your resistances don't go apply to this.
Nope. Uriel also has the same fire resistance that Gex
Oh.
does.
Never mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really annoying that it was like, oh, you have resistances, but your Eidolon doesn't, so you take full damage, which is
Yep.
weird.
Nah. Yeah. With Ifrit and Energy Heart, they have the same resistance. For fire.
You put Energy Heart Fire.
Yeah,
Fair
he
enough.
does fire damage.
Fair
Let me
enough.
catch up in.
I'm going last. Oh.
Let me go ahead and
Snatched him.
change the music. There we go.
Do you have music embedded in
shit.
Foundry? Because I hear like
Oh yeah, you can give. Let me
Page-
give it to that. I'm gonna give it. There we go. Okay, so, as you see this big old burst of flame, they seem to be turning from basically their usual human self into a full-fledged fire elemental. Seem to be bent as the portal itself seems to be caught in almost this fiery like about itself.
We hate that.
Hati or Dr. Carcinoma, either one. The two people without vision can
Yeah,
without
so it's
dark
hot.
vision.
Yeah, it says Hati's first, so
I'll let Hati go first. You're good. You're good.
don't worry. You both. Well, I mean, you can see this is emitting light, so you can only
Thank
see.
God they
both.
Yeah.
can see.
You know, I find it funny. I have a shadow archetype and I can't have
Yeah.
dark vision. That's messed up.
I'm in the
so
shadows.
funny.
You can
Nobody
buy
can see me, not even myself.
In the
I'm
shadows.
gonna post an item in chat, and I recommend both of you buy it.
the dark vision, the night vision goggles.
Goggles of Night, buy it.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all really need to buy that. Y'all have the money to. Y'all
It's
really
really
need to
good.
buy that.
Well, since I at least know carcinoma is next to me, I'm at least going to use Blood Ward on them.
On Carcinoma?
Yes. For fire.
Okay.
And then I can at least see the fire elemental,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You don't cast it on the person within melee range.
Calcinoma is the healer, granted.
That is true. Yeah.
Remember, kiddos,
Protect the
I
healer.
have the special weapon, gun.
He's pulling
My
up.
favorite weapon.
Needs to
gun.
roll a will saving throw.
Yeah, this is the AC.
Crit
One
fail.
word.
Hopefully it crit fails. No.
Nope, but it does take half.
Just take some funky damage.
5.
Wait.
These is non-lethal.
Calcinoma,
there you
it's
go.
your go.
I
You
would love.
see this fire elemental just go in this, like, it's kind of writhing about. It's being grabbed. It's also doing burn damage to Uriel, as it is fuming.
Well, I would love to devise a stratagem because I got nothing on this dude. Can I recall knowledge with like occultism?
Yeah. Not a crit success, but definitely a success. You would know that this thing is immune to fire. Yeah. It's now it also seems to have a weakness to any kind of cold damage, as well as it also seems to be having this, as you kind of see this his body kind of lash out. You feel 100% that this thing will hurt anyone that deals melee damage to it. At least slashing or piercing.
Okay. Well then, I'll use my special move. Gun.
You will.
Ooh, maybe not.
Gonna choose to do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not want to shoot it with a gun.
Yeah.
Y'all nat
Well,
ones already.
actually, we have 3 hero points, don't we?
You have, I will say 2, because there's 2 combats I have at least planned initially.
Alright.
Depending on if y'all get to the 3rd.
And
Let's try that.
crit.
Let's try
With-
that.
With him
Alright,
shooting the
sure.
gun, I'm gonna use a reaction.
If,
Oh, shadow
see
bolt.
if it hits first.
Shadow
before you do. See if it
projectile.
hits first.
Hey, yo.
It doesn't
There we
matter
go.
if it hits.
Doesn't it
It
matter?
is
Also,
that.
yes, that is a crit.
Yeah, the target takes mental damage 20 off the will save for us. It's really good. You shoot an extra bullet.
1 second,
Is-
though. There is only one reason why this may not work. You can't see that ranged attack roll. You are in darkness right now.
Oh yeah, but you can actually see him
Ah.
You
shooting
are in
it.
darkness.
Damn.
I mean, I'm right there when
You
I
are
hear the
in-
shot.
If you were in
I mean, he
pure-
was able to cast Blood Ward on him.
You could give me a perception. Give me a perception check to see if you can see him casting gun or not. I'll give you a DC 20. Give me you can do a public.
I don't think you actually need an ally within 20 feet to make the range attack roll.
That's
Okay.
I don't
Mind.
think he
That-
has to see. As long as
It
an ally
is
within its
spells. It does have a visual trait.
a visual plate can only affect creatures that can see it. Like,
Yeah. The visual effect is so.
But
yeah.
I think this is for the attacking creature
Yeah.
has to be able to see the projectile, which it can't.
He did get a nat 1 in his perception check, and it is.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
fair.
gun.
Wait.
I gave him a loaded Z. You will save the spell slot, though. I will say the spell slot is saved. I'm not gonna make you lose the spell slot.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that they're gonna cast gun, and you're not even gonna see it.
It's just right next to your head. Carzanova's just.
Bang.
This is how you deal with an elemental.
Give me that
Watch
crit
it backwards.
damage.
Nice.
And
Nah.
I'll make them flat-footed to cove.
Yay.
Go. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine
The
with me.
2 actions. Third action. Hey Gex, how are you looking right now?
They've only took some.
Fine.
Because I know you take some damage from your Eidolon digging damage.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm at
2.
65.
Okay.
At 71. I'm good. 6 damage.
Okay. I will use my last action to aid Gex then.
I don't know.
I don't know. Roll. Do you want like an occultism or something?
No,
Survival.
you'll get
or-
that whenever you're attempting to aid. That's when you roll. Is whenever you're attempting
Yeah.
to aid.
Okay.
You see this fire elemental. They begin to kind of like they're writhing around. They all seem to be their flames just expand and expand, and you see them just completely just have this huge burst of energy around them. You do have them grappled, though I will give them the DC 20 for the though they are able to make it, though it does push you back 5 feet, Uriel. I need Uriel to make a reflex saving throw.
Alright. So,
So
and with a nat 20.
you do actually get pushed back 5 feet, but you basically dodge back 5 feet. As it
Yeah.
does basically become this enlarged form. It does, however, lose the grappled condition, as it has basically become this large creature.
Yeah. So
ahead.
as it peels off, and Euro realizes that this is not a person anymore. This is a worse creature. They're gonna let go and jump back.
Yeah. And lastly, they are going to, with that, they are going to, you see, as they have this, you see this a massive amount of steam that seems to come off of them, and is so thick that it actually ends up creating a entire burst around them, concealing them in this effect. And it's actually a little bit bigger than that. So let me make the effect a little bit bigger. It's basically every square around them. Uriel, I need a fortitude save from Uriel.
Fortitude.
As the smoke begins to cloud around you.
Alright.
You are
26?
not sickened. But that is
go.
going, so it does the enlarge, it does the fume. It's going to, let's see, enlarge, fume, and then it makes just a singular punch. As it begins to try lashing out after basically becoming this huge creature.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Oh yeah, we love it.
Hey Gex, how you looking now?
No, look at it.
Let's
It
see.
rolled max
It
for
rolled-
every single thing.
But it
Oh, wait.
also has
Wrong
evil damage.
And Uriel's a good character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take full damage besides some of the fire, but I'm pretty sure
that
that
is-
is
I'm
not
down.
That-
Yeah,
Gex,
I'm
are you
down.
down?
Yep.
instantly. And that means
Uriel is
your
desummoned.
Yeah.
Uriel is instantly
Uriel's gone.
desummoned. Holy
That is
shit.
max damage across the. I'm gonna
And
post that in chat.
Yeah.
and then Gex gets put
Oh.
above. Okay.
That was not supposed to do that much.
Just Carcinoma just standing next to you. Gex just fucking just.
D10 plus yeah.
2D. It's not that much damage.
Wait.
It's just
2d10
max
plus
damage
6?
on
I
everything.
can't see Gex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
You can feel
him
around.
all.
You can feel around for him. You can feel around for him.
I got you.
That-
That's my foot.
that thing-
Oh, I'm sorry.
That thing exploded around itself, went big, and then punched you.
It just punched Uriel
It
into
disintegrated.
oblivion.
Disintegrated Uriel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it crits on a 15. That's fun.
But 15's a pretty high roll. Like that. 15's. It has to get like a 15. That's a pretty high roll, to be honest
Okay.
with you.
Okay,
Like-
okay.
I mean, it actually
Is,
crits on a 13.
is it my turn now then? Because that.
I was not
May as
expecting.
just
I
got-
move up to above the
Yeah,
firestorm
Yeah,
elemental.
you got moved
Yeah.
above the firestorm elemental, so you'll get your turn
Yeah.
whenever Dr. Carcinoma heals you.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, that was just.
That-
Oh yeah, it does.
Fire Thunder. It does a recovery check, and the bleed's gone. Damn.
Man's seriously just got falcon punched.
You truly just said, "Yep,
Surely.
I."
Falcon. Holy
Oh.
shit! You just fucking just.
That is
Okay.
that has like a min damage roll of like pretty low. It just max
Use
damage
max
on
Literally
everything.
just
damage.
rolled max damage.
On
Why does it-
everything.
What? Why does it do evil damage? Wait,
It is an evil fire elemental now.
fair enough.
It's apparently evil now.
And then it's turn.
Fair
again.
enough.
Nah, go. It's your
It,
go.
it goes again. Oh no. Okay,
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna move up 25 feet. Yeah, make sure I'm charging this thing.
As you do get in, I do need a single fortitude save as you go into this cloudy, smoky area. You're good.
I refuse.
Nope.
Let's
You-
try and knock down. Okay. Come on, hit. Yep, that's a hit. 21 damage. And now for the trip part of it.
You do take, as you do slash this thing, you do take
I
3d4
pierced
fire
it.
damage.
Isn't it a reflex save thing for the other post?
I'll post it, but it is no.
Yeah.
If you just hit it, if you hit it with a piercing or slashing weapon, you take there we go. Oh, yeah, bank of reflex saving throw.
Yeah, wait, let me do my athletics stuff for sure. Why is it trying to do my range trip? Is it because I pulled up my bull? Oh, I still have my bola equipped. Let me put that away. It should be worn, but not. Because bola lore is up here. Let me do the trip. Should work now. Yep, so bola, it is tripped, but I will make this saving throw for
Yep.
the damage. 19, I take full damage. Hit me with that fire.
Who?
Oh, by the way, I refuse.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Huh?
Because he got it would be flat-footed against Cove because of the shared stratagem.
It doesn't make it a
Um,
crit. It doesn't make it a
uh,
crit, but he has pro.
A
now.
33 doesn't crit against it? Okay.
What?
I'm surprised that's not a crit for a 33 if it was flat footed to you in the first attack, but
Oh, let me double check. Let me see, because I think it said, let me double check the,
It's
Nope, it was a result by 7. So,
off by
yeah.
7 for a crit.
So,
Jesus Christ.
it
It
has
has
a-
a 20. It has a 30 AC. Wait, how much is his AC,
Wait,
man? Wait.
I got a 33 and it crit hit.
Wait, let me
How
double
did
check.
how did
So-
Cove? Unless it
Yeah.
increased its AC when it got bigger.
It actually lowered its AC because it
Should
went
I-
enlarged.
Well, yeah,
on.
it's
It
so lower.
says-
'cause-
Oh, you only rolled a 31, Cove.
Yeah, but that was before it was flat footed.
How
It
did-
should have been flat-footed from the shared stratagem.
Yeah, shared stratagem
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, so let me double. What did you roll? Let me double check what you actually rolled.
Yeah, you roll a. Or did you roll not 20 on your attack?
Rolling that 20.
Oh, then
Did
you rolled
I?
an. Oh no, you rolled a.
no.
No,
Okay,
I rolled a
okay.
19.
Oh yeah,
somehow-
then you crit.
Somehow
from
it
just-
gained. That's weird. Somehow it,
I think
somehow it
Gain
gained an
AC.
AC. Yeah, I don't.
This seems like
I don't- Legit, I don't know. Somehow it increased an AC by
Yeah.
1. I don't know how. That's weird.
So do you want me to heal it back 21, I guess, and I'll roll crit damage?
I need you to roll a D20 first to see if you even hit the thing. It is concealed.
Wait, why is it concealed?
The smoke.
Cloud?
It smogged itself.
Ah,
It farted.
Yep.
I rolled
okay.
a 10.
I'll heal
So-
back 21.
Pretty good.
I don't know how it gained an AC. I don't know
Okay,
how it
yeah.
gained an AC.
Yeah, so heal it back 21, and instead it's gonna take.
Nice. Thank you.
That's actually the wrong weapon. Here, let me re-roll the great pick so I can actually do the right. That's how much damage
There we
it's supposed to take. I'm
There
sorry.
we go,
Just
yeah.
yells,
Oh.
Cove,
Yeah.
go for the knee!
It's oh, it's also frightened. It's also
Yeah.
frightened 1. I'm like, oh, thanks for telling me that. I stab it in the foot for 62 damage instead.
I don't know how it gained an AC unless it was
You
from.
should have. Did you like fuck with enlarged or something? Where enlarged gives the AC instead of subtracts it?
I think it might have been something around the reverse of it.
It just let me end my turn, but
Yeah.
that is my turn. 62 damage and a flip is all I need.
Yeah.
And frighten. Get all those stacking debuffs on it.
funky stacky.
Yeah, I don't know where it got its. I don't know where it got that bonus AC from, because it did say it went from 23 to 24. I guess something to do with the concealed.
I'm gonna look into armor upgrades.
Maybe it's something that happens when it uses its enlarge ability or something.
Yeah,
Maybe?
something like that. Anyways, Hot Tea, it's your go.
Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's
so-
yeah, it's your go. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Am I going or not?
My
Yep.
turn does not.
It is your turn, yeah.
Okay. So I know that Gex is in front of me on the ground, right?
Enough. You can
Yeah.
feel around for him.
You can.
Okay.
And you did see.
You hear
yeah,
him scream in front of you. Like, you hear him scream in front of you.
You do see. Oh wait, no, you won't. Yeah. See the lad. Thank you.
He is healed 23.
Go 23.
And then I will use
works.
Blood Ward on Gex for fire as well.
Okay.
Or no. No. I take that back. Evil.
Okay.
Evil, yeah.
Dutch Call Sonoma, it's your go. Yo, I did get 2 crits on this thing. It's not looking very good.
Who did you?
Gex?
Oh, you're really worrying. Okay. Okay.
Gex, you doing
Wait.
okay, buddy?
Wait, shouldn't you put that on me since I'm in the front? I mean, Gax isn't gonna get hit from the
He
blood
did-
ward.
It's
Wait.
fine.
He did put
Fine.
it on the on the people who weren't gonna be in front.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
I'm
should,
like-
maybe you should be nicer to Hati, you know. It's also because it has a range. Hati, the
I'm
Bloodwood
not
only
in
has
range,
a-
His
yeah.
attack is not doing as much as yeah.
Bloodwood only has a range of 30 feet. That's also why.
Yeah, you need to move over and then
Need to
cast the
move,
after.
yeah.
I'm gonna get hit. I lowered my AC. This is not a good thing.
Unless Dr. Call Sonoma
I mean, I also
Okay.
can't see,
Gex,
so
are you
Yeah.
okay?
Oh, you feeling better?
You feeling
A little
alright?
bit
You
better.
feeling okay? Okay, I'm gonna devise a stratagem then.
He's not
feeling
feeling
good?
great.
Not feeling super okay.
Not feeling super okay. Kinda needs some
Okay.
medicine.
I'll devise a stratagem and then I guess I'll give you another. I don't know. Could I do nature?
Yeah.
I don't know. Nature, occultism, what?
Yeah.
Arcana?
Go for it.
We'll do Arcana.
Oh, the funky.
And I'll
one.
give it. I'll
That
give it
is
to
an
you, Frank.
unsuccess.
Nice. That's okay. And then
success.
I'll cast my favorite ability, Gun.
Gun with the
But
net
you
20.
need to roll a
20s with the
D20.
gun.
You need to roll a D20 to see if you
Because
even
it's
hit it.
concealed, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to
Even with a
add. You should.
natural, even with a natural 20.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you still. You're
Yeah.
fine.
Damn.
Oh, dirty
I'm
Dan
deleting.
rolled
I'm
it.
deleting Dan. I'm deleting Dan.
That's fine.
as an
That's fine.
active.
You
Wow.
get rid of that.
Yeah, you can add the concealed effect to it as well to show. Because I don't know how long that lasts for.
Yeah, hold on, I'm deleting.
Yeah, for as
Dan.
long as his thing is up.
Anyways, there's some critical
Mm.
damage.
There's some nice
Mm,
critical
hey.
damage.
Is it above 21?
It's 36.
He's dead.
36. Oh, okay. That was it.
You literally
And
crit,
then-
you
and
literally
then I'll-
you literally use crit weapons and you crit 3 times on him with 3 different
Yeah.
crit weapons. There's not
That's
really
fair.
if
That's fair.
I can't just fake give him more HP. You literally crit with 3 crit weapons. So it's nothing.
3
I can-
crit.
Hey, he one shot me. This is completely fair. He literally one shot.
And then I'll change my grip to release as a free action, and then, hey Gex, hey buddy,
Hello.
hey
Uh,
buddy.
He's feeling
He's a-
kind of
he's a-
bad
he's
down
a-
here.
He's a little quick heal.
that
Question:
thing,
is it still burning while it's dead or no?
after it dies,
Oh.
you see the fire. As you see this explosion kind of happen from the gun, you see the gun bullet basically go over it, and you see this gun bullet basically go directly into the core, where would be the heart of the original creature, is now this like flaming core, and this core just completely like dies out as you see a mini explosion happen on the inside as
Oh.
it basically falls down, and you see the light of it begin to flicker out. as the portal is still there, but the portal seems to be closing.
Like, can I wedge it open?
A magical portal. You're trying to wedge open a magical portal with what?
With my magical pickaxe.
Give me an
Please do
athletics
state.
check.
What type of check?
Athletics check and an
Oh my
arcana
God.
check.
Can I just do a really good athletics check? That's not really good.
Debatable.
Can I hero point that?
Yes, you may, but also give me the arcana check to,
I have. Okay, let me just see what my arcana roll would be.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
Uh,
I don't.
Give me
I
the
have a
strength.
plus 0. I don't have intelligence. I
Reroll
don't.
the athletics.
Hero point goes. Oh, that is a 15. That is a
You are beginning to you are being able to hold open as you kind of slice your pickaxe into the portal. You do see it like trying to close, but you manage to wedge it enough that the portal seems to be kind of closing around, but it seems to have been stopped for a very short amount of time.
Come on, hurry up. We have to get going if we're gonna take care of this.
How short?
But this might be our only chance to get this curse taken care of. Also, I have no idea.
True.
I mean, we don't even know what's on the other side, and you want to go inside?
I mean, we might not be able a chance
I
to
wanna
go
go
and take
outside.
care of it.
There are other people we can have.
And you want to fight more fire elementals?
I mean, if that's where the person that causes the curse to go, and it's in another dimension, we kind of can't deal with it on
Yeah.
on this plane of existence.
This is our first our first actual lead on what's going on.
Only if someone were to pursue this lead, they could figure out some things.
Only
I
there
was
was an
doing the
investigator.
lead for the curses. I don't know. Does this count?
Believe
Fine,
me,
this
that's
is a
so
Or
much.
free
does
act.
fire? Or do I have to change it to fire realm as my? That'll be my second pursue lead. Is
You
this,
actually
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
that's
what's
right.
on the other side of
Sure.
this.
the fire creature, whatever. I'll make
Well-
that my other lead.
Well, I can tell you what's on the side. It's really warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what if
Do we
it's
wanna go toasty? We wanna go toasty? Gex
I
just
wanna
runs
get
into
toasty.
it.
I wanna get
Okay.
toasty.
Gex just runs into it.
Let's
I'm
break.
like
I
actively
can
holding
heal. I
back.
can
the-
heal Gex on the other side. I've got the component to do that.
we are going to end up burning up?
Y'all don't know
And
what's on the other
fire.
side yet. It's not actually. You don't know what's on the other side yet.
Well, also the $1,000,000 question is, will we be able to get back?
True.
Well, if my
But yeah-
pickaxe can hold the portal back, I'm pretty sure it could also possibly help with creating a new one. By
There
that
has to be a
logic.
way out.
With that
Okay.
logic.
There has to be ways. We've gone through dimensions before. We can do it again.
Yeah.
Everyone makes the. Is everyone going through the portal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll stand up.
Hot tea, are you going through the
Run through
portal?
portal.
As they head toward the portal, I'm gonna let Justra out,
Yep.
and without the others knowing this, he's gonna
I
go.
read your message. Yeah, I read it. You do that.
Okay.
Do your thing.
You jump through the portal, and it actually is not a portal to the fire dimension, oddly enough. It just seems to be a portal. It seems to be more of like a dimension door to another area. You would not know this anywhere on your. You don't really notice this too much on your maps. You do still seem to be, and it is still nighttime. Let me go ahead and switch that to.
Oh God.
It's night in this portal area as well.
It actually wasn't a portal to another dimension. It still seemed to be the same sand. You look around and it's the same sand as you were used to. It's the same kind of like rocks that you recognize. It seems to be more of just like it seems to be more of someone just really using a dimension door to not keep tracks of the fire elementals, basically getting them to another location.
Okay, so at least it wasn't another dimension, so it makes it much easier for getting back.
Yeah.
That's not
Indeed.
not yet.
Patch me up, Doc. Please.
Come here, boy.
Patch me up.
Now
Okay,
maybe it's
where
time to use
Where are
that
you?
risky
Which
surgery.
one are you? Which one are
My-
you? Here
Which
you are.
one?
My-
Which,
okay.
which one?
My
are
rage
you?
has ended.
I am blind. I cannot see. Come here.
Yeah.
Can you? I can light a torch for you to carry.
I can like my own church. Do you want me to risky surgery too?
Oh yeah, risky surgery. It.
Oh, okay. I got you, homie.
Let's go. Let's go.
Don't forget to add another 5 onto that
Oh
too.
wait. Yeah.
Just take the 32 and we'll just call it even.
So.
And then-
32.
Another 5.
And then yeah.
Wait.
Also, did you equip those gloves I gave you?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure because it does add a plus to your it does
Medicine,
actually add a plus
Yeah.
to your medicine
Nice.
check.
Nice healing
And
gloves.
then you can also heal. Do the same thing on Uriel.
Risky surgery. Uriel.
Hey,
Risky surgery, Uriel.
Ariel. How you doing? Come here, baby.
You manifest again. I'm guessing you manifest Uriel
yeah.
again. Don't get
I
one
manifest
shot.
Uriel. And while this happens, Gex sit down.
God damn it.
He goes.
You just can't
No.
hurt Max.
For max
Here we go.
damage.
No, I re-rolled using
That's
it.
gonna be. I'll just say that's full HP because I'm not gonna try to.
Yeah,
figure
it's
out-
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a crit success. Isn't
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
let me show you.
it's a quick success and all of that, so it'd be just max HP.
Max
It's like the
HP.
minimum. The minimum you heal would basically be. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. And that's why we love risky surgery here.
Yeah.
I was just gonna give a nice nod. Guys are gonna refocus during this.
Yep.
Crawl around Uriel's ankles. I'm still in. Why can't I move? Okay. I can't actually move.
Oh, is it? Did I get stuck? Did it?
Yeah,
combat?
it's still on combat. Movement.
I
okay,
don't
there we go.
see it. Okay.
I'm good.
I will say, everyone with dark vision, which is basically just Cove and Gex, you see what looks to be almost like an abandoned encampment. Several tents seem to be almost like they were almost lit on fire. Various things seem to be broken. It's almost as if a battle ensued here.
Mm.
Hmm.
Do I see any blood with my eye slashes where I can see blood in color? Like
You
blood
do
trail.
you do see both blood as well as burn marks on the ground. You can kind of tell it looks like something was both destroyed, killed, as well as some kind of fight ensued here.
Over in this area.
Yeah.
Gonna
Well, you know what we're gonna
slow-
do, lads. We avoid
Well-
notice.
I'm gonna light a torch.
If you want to give me a perception check,
I'll come over here and light a torch.
let me see
Give
how
those
far
a
dark
light
vision
effect.
actually goes.
I have I think my eye slashes actually give me longer range dark vision.
Yeah, that's what I need to check.
It gives
Yeah.
me these stars.
Dark vision just
You get
goes out
4
to
times 4
minimum.
times further. So yeah.
Does
I
dark?
can
I
tell.
think I know dark vision is like 60 feet in 5e. I don't know if that's the same.
I think
I think it's just your entire vision is dark
yeah.
vision.
You know, I
Cove, you see a very large-looking, fiery worm-looking creature that seems to be guarding an entrance to some kind of cave.
It's one size too big. I can't trip that.
No.
It's Titan Wrestler good for it, but it doesn't let me flip huge creatures.
No Titan
Uh,
wrestler.
Yeah, I have Time Wrestler. It just doesn't work because I'm small.
Oh, also, this thing 100% gives off light.
Yeah, I'm assuming that giant lava worm can. Okay, so does anyone have a large amount of water? Wait a second. I start like looking at my water skins. Okay, if we can get a big enough.
Also,
Okay.
you have now left Hot Tea and Dr.
I
Carson.
lit a torch.
Yeah.
He lit a torch. Yes, Dr. Casanova lit a torch.
I've been trying to light a torch for a hot minute now.
Yeah. You just have to put the. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey,
There we
Aki.
go.
Torch
We
is
have-
Put the
good.
light.
Hello.
Just put the light spell on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, light spell is how you gotta
Yeah.
do it.
There we go. We
It's
have
the
a-
easiest. It's the easiest.
We have
It's what I
sight.
learned.
Okay, so there's a
Ever burning torch.
big ass lizard. I mean, not lizard, but big ass fireworm over there, and Priscilla worm.
Alright. I would say I'm confident because it's fire and I have fire resistance, but apparently that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's an evil.
You're very prone to getting crit, apparently.
Yeah.
But max
It might
damage,
be
of course.
it might be evil as well.
Could be evil. It's just an evil creature. I look at it, I judge.
Can I
Is
do a
it
recall
evil?
knowledge check about this thing? Using a cultism?
You can definitely try though. Like I said, the more you know. I will say, yeah. You would want, you recognize it seems to be more animalistic in nature than elemental, but it definitely does have those element natures to it. You would guess just by knowing what you know about worms is you would guess that it has tremor sense of at least 60 feet.
That's a lot. That's a lot of feet
That's a lot of feet.
from the corner.
In that case,
Jesus Christ. That's a lot.
Gex would start doing a funky little casting. And reinforce Eidolon as its exploration activity.
Come on, Hatu, we're being left behind.
You know what? I'm going to do the best thing I can to scout. At least that's kind of like the only thing I can do. So everyone slap it on yourselves.
Hell yeah. And then Uriel is going to be raising their shield.
Yeah, I think we should search around here because I don't think that's going anywhere. See if we can find anything.
Yeah.
Wait, Uriel has a shield?
Uriel's got a shield.
I didn't know Eidolons can carry shields on them, or is that just an angel
Yeah.
thing?
Nothing says that they can't.
I think
They're
it
celestial.
says
I'm
I think
not sure.
Eidolons can't use weapons unless they have the Eidolon trait. Oh,
It's like why
left.
you can't. It's like why you can't give them armor. It's the same reason
Yeah.
you can't give them
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah, you can have them use consumables, but not
Yeah.
that.
Uh,
Do I see anything over here?
As you investigate, you do look around and you kind of look around and everything and try to see. You do see what looks to be basically some dead horses. Definitely dead horses. Their manes and muzzles seem to be dipped in the water slack-like. Various vendors, what look to be like barrels and stuff, seem to be smashed open. Various things seem to have that same burned scorch marks about themselves. You see what looks to be the coals and embers seem to have almost be spilling out of this campfire. The water itself seems to almost recede into the area as if a giant wave of heat has basically evaporated some of the water in this little area over here. If you want to look for anything specific, you can give me another perception check.
Blind or public?
I'll give you blind.
Yeah.
Blind,
I'd like
okay.
to attempt.
You didn't roll
Look
very
around.
high. You rolled a 15 on the first time.
That's a 4.
Could I look around as well?
Yeah.
And
Come on, Shadow Edgelord, we're going.
And Cove, you seem to find as looking through, you were able to very, very faintly look, and you find an old journal that seems to be in one of the underneath one of the upturned carts.
Where is it at? Like, is there a chest for it, or are you pulling it up?
Oh no, just saying, what are you doing with this journal?
Reading it.
Okay. It seems to start off in common, but then after a bit it seems to be switching over to another language. Does anyone know Ignis?
Ignis? Ignis? Oh, that's fire elemental language.
I'm not gonna. No, I do not.
Nope.
Ignin?
Wait, I'm surprised you don't have it, Dex, because that's what
I
your
say,
bloodline is.
You sure?
What?
Wait.
Wait, let me look. I don't know if I selected my languages.
You might not have selected your languages.
I might not. Cause let's see, I got. Let me see. Look at.
Because you see right now you have Common and Draconic, which comes from You
Yeah,
being a kobold, and then you have celestial, which I'm guessing
which
comes from
comes
the
from
Eidolon.
yeah. So I would yeah I would know Ignis from being on the plane of fire. So yeah, I'll just add that. Hop, 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 hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see the
Infernal.
yeah, Ignis, so Ignin, I think, is the language. So the journal
Ignis,
starts
yep, there.
out.
Thank you.
It seems to be a medical journal of basically this encampment. As you read it, it starts out basically with a generic kind of log, like, you know, they kind of seem to be they seem to be logging this unknown treatment as they describe the encampment falling under what seems to be a fever-like, some kind of fever-like condition, which you would recognize as the fever thing. As you begin to read it, it mentions about how the patients began to basically fall unconscious, and they use the water from this pond over here to try to cool them off, but they seem to get hotter and hotter. But then, as the journal progresses, for some reason, on a certain day, the writing begins to switch from common to almost a perfectly written Ignan, as he documents his own track, mentioning about how he was feeling so weak, but after a certain period of time, he starts feeling stronger and stronger. And you see these writings, and they just seem to be going on and on about how he feels so much stronger, so much better. It's almost as if his whole body is just alight with fire and flame, and just kind of begins to see this little scorch marks on the edge of the pieces of paper as he seems to be documenting his basic transformation into this fire elemental. He mentions that he ended up striking a deal with some kind of, not really sure if it's devil, demon, god, or angel, but he mentions striking a deal with someone to gain more and more power as you read on. And he basically says that in order to keep the power from the god, he has to continue cursing more and more people in order to spread his power. So the more people he has cursed, the stronger he gets. And you just see eventually the writings begin to delve into nothing more than just ramblings of power and hunger.
Yeah, I think. All right, all right. So we got a guy. He turned into a fire elemental or something. Turned into like a burning guy, and then he kind of went insane. Made some deals with something, and this is all originating from him. He's spreading this curse. Don't know how, but he's spreading this curse to people, and they are, I guess, becoming fire elementals to fuel his own power. Bad things happening.
Just say it was a medical journal.
Mm,
The
mm,
guy
mm,
seemed to be the guy, and as you kind of flip through the beginning, he does seem to be an honest to goodness doctor, but he does seem to be a doctor at first, as he seemed to be talking about how he treats patients and everything. But after he got afflicted, it mentions that instead of becoming a doctor of good, he got consumed with this power, you'd guess, and decided to use the fact that he was entrusted with weaker patients and use that to basically, you know, take advantage of his patients to get them in a weakened state so he could curse them. Because everyone trusts the doctor.
Shit, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. All right, all right. I'm gonna pick up this book, and yeah, stash it away in my bag for later.
Excuse me.
Hmm. We'll have to do some more investigating once we get out of here. I have a couple suspicions that that I need to pursue. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Once we get back to the city, something fishy going on around here.
And how
Um,
do you propose we get back?
that was
That
going to be
is
my question.
that is the question. Cause let's see. There's the exit.
Mhm.
There's the exit over there. With that. We didn't explore down south. I think we go down south, see if there's any
Mhm.
alternate exits.
Yeah.
And then if there's nothing, we'll go up for the the fire wizard.
Mm.
Yeah. Sound good?
Sure.
Can leave the cave of caviness.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you. What is everyone? How does everyone else feel?
Um,
Doing pretty good.
You want me to
Mhm.
look over any of the notes that you found?
Oh yeah. I would hand over the notebook.
Do you want to let the
Sorry.
doctor look at the doctor's notes? Yes,
Yeah.
I can read this scribble.
Novus. I didn't get much out of the beginning of this, except that he was a doctor.